Welcome here to London Scholars, Wood Green Stadium in North London. I'm Cameron Paul, and I'm here with Scouse from Hammersmith.
How's it going, Cam?
Yeah, good, mate, good. This is the London and South East Premier Grand Final. We've got London Chargers in the maroon and Hammersmith Hills Hoists in the green and gold. London Chargers finished top of the league. Hammersmith came in third, but overcame West Warriors in the semi-final last week and to earn their spot in the grand final. And Chargers won against Eastern Rhinos to win their place in the grand final. We're here today on Bar TV Sports, and thanks to Chargers and Hoist sponsors Belushi and Aussie Man in a Van for making it possible. As I say, this is the London and South East Premier Men's Grand Final. First time it has been shown live. Hopefully the first of many. Thanks, big shout out to Bar TV Sports for making this possible. Hammersmith Hills Hoist, formed in 2008. Scouse.
Formed in 2008 by a guy called Paul Farrer and a number of other guys who were backpacking, travelling, taking a trip away from home. Decided to bring the experience of Australian Rugby League to West London, as it was then. Started playing our games at Twyford Avenue, which is now the home of West Warriors. Since then we've moved around a little bit, but we currently play at Chiswick, and it's great to be back in a grand final.
Yeah, you were in the grand final last year against West Warriors, but unfortunately went down.
Yes.
But you last win was
2012,
12.
I believe. We had two sides out that day. The London League was won by our reserve grade, and the first grade got up against the Scholars, as I remember.
Excellent. London Chargers, formerly South West London Chargers, formed in 2013 by people involved in the previous South London Storm and West London Sharks. Have been pretty successful, winning the 13, 14 and 15 London Premier Grand Final, going up to Conference League South last year, the league above, and winning that one as well. So during the season, one win apiece between these two. I think in the
results of today, it's a pity that Shiloh can't be with us, but again, more visa issues send us back.
It's always a great game between Hoists and Chargers. And if you're interested in rugby league in London, then jump on Facebook, search for Hammersmith Hills Hoists, London Chargers, West Warriors, or go to rugby-league.com, go to competitions and find the London and South East competition. There's clubs all around London, in and around London. Season goes from about March through to August, and it's usually of a good standard.
Indeed it is. A lot of teams are playing with reserve grades as well, so from the very experienced all the way down to the novices, there's always game time for anybody who wants to join in.
Prior to this game was the London and South East Championship Grand Final, which was won by Brixton Bulls against South London Silverbacks. Both emerging teams, and very, very good effort by both teams. They only lost to each other once during the year. It was a good game. Congratulations to Brixton Bulls. Good defence here by Chargers. Johnny Rowe seems to be back up and okay. They missed a couple of tackles there. 10 metres out on the third, I believe.
Baker looking for that space behind the play the ball. Broomhall added a few more metres before Vinny Spur kicked it clear, I would imagine. No,
dummy half.
Brighton. Firing Brighton.
Wow, but the wind may take it. That's the problem with this ground at London Scholars. It always has a strong breeze from left to right as you look at the screen.
It's in a valley, it's very open.
You may pick up a bit of wind on the microphones, not too sure, or a bit of chattering teeth because we're sitting in the shade.
Crowd calling for some intervention from the referee there, but getting nothing.
Good defence by Hoist. Liam Duffy. Todd Pugh again, another strong run. Must be his 4th or 5th. Jamie Park. Connor McKay.
Good tackle there.
Great tackle.
Nathan Mann, captain and player coach.
He's been around for years.
Indeed he has. He's lost all his hair now as well. Although that may have been a
not much to start with.
Strong breeze that blew that one away.
Kicking behind by Chargers. Tackled on the 10 metres. Hoist.
Callaway with a rather pedestrian, relaxed run from dummy half. Something that he's no stranger to.
Strong run by Mann. Got it out to 25 metres now.
Baker with the tip on to Ford. Again, Brody Baker playing with the hands that you wouldn't perhaps expect from a front rower.
Kick there by Hoist. Another deep kick.
And again, I think he'll...
Oh, what was he?
Should have left it.
Should have left it. Wasn't anyone within 20 metres of him, but unfortunately it's gone dead. It'll be drop out to Chargers. 16, 17 minutes gone here in the first half. Still 0-0.
I think it's a fairly nervy start.
I was going to say nervy
sides.
as well, yeah. Quite even, but when they get to the point of execution, it's just not quite there.
Yeah.
Drop out by Pute. Taken well by Red.
On to Jared Warren. 6'6" and something like 20 stone. Not the sort of person that you'd like to meet down a dark alley, if indeed he could fit through it.
Another one that's been around for a long time, I think, as well, hasn't he? Or?
Jared, you'd think so, but no, actually.
Oh.
I think he's played last 2 or 3 years. He's not the veteran that he would imagine, but he's certainly involved in the club a great deal, and he coaches too. So he's somebody that you can't miss, and he seems like he's been around, and hopefully he will be for a lot longer. Good
run here by Hoist, spreading it wide, inside to Mann.
Nathan Mann with a charge. Not really his game to play those tight runs around the play of the ball. But
no, he usually gets a bit wider, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's doing well today.
Vince Spur with the kick inside, off the...
Oh.
Well gathered. By Eric Sims, I think it was. Well done, Eric.
Good D. Great D by Crichton, Ford and Broomhall, I think.
Todd Pute again.
Big hit from Jared Warren.
Chargers go the blind through Dan Williams. Looks like Dan Williams is on.
5th and last. Oh.
Midfield bomb. The wind has held its tight. Knock on, I think, by Chargers. We'll take the kick again. Another bomb.
Just kicked it straight off the field.
Kicked it out on the full. What's the referee going to do? Change over, I believe. Yeah, change over. On the 30 metres from Chargers line. Almost 20 minutes gone. Great chance here for Hoist.
Dave Shute with the charge. Good stuff. Proud son of Wagga Wagga, or Wagga, for those of you who've been.
Depending on your religion.
No. I went there in 1996, you know.
To Wagga or Wagga Wagga?
To Wagga. To Wagga. It was a school trip, rugby union tour.
Wow.
And we went to Australia's biggest inland town.
Hoist spread it wide to Red Allen. Via Vince Spur. And they make it to the 10 metres.
A few extra yards. Blinds looking good. Nope. Yep.
chip. Chargers touched it, but I think it's play on. Now the 5th and last.
Spur. Cross field. Oh.
Knock on by Chargers.
Payne fancies it. Oh.
Play on, but he's going to rule the knock on. Be Hoist's feed, 10 metres out. Just over 20 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Great opportunity for Hoist, you'd have to say here.
Certainly, you'd expect, well, the Hoist will be disappointed that they've been in this position a couple of times, but some resolute defending and some errors. You'd expect maybe the Hoist to have converted some of these chances into points, but all credit to the Chargers. They've kept them at bay, hopefully for now.
Bit of a break here. Seems that one of the Chargers players getting a bit of attention. Maybe just a ploy to get a drink. Shout out to all the Hoists and Chargers fans throughout the world that hopefully are tuning in to Bar TV Sports Live. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Thanks to Bar TV Sports for getting in contact with the London and South East Men's League and allowing this to happen. First time a live rugby league game has been shown, I believe, in London this year. Hopefully there's more to come next year and the years ahead. Nice hands by Hoist.
Good defence by Chargers. Allen again looking for that strike, get himself off the mark. Shoot.
That's the second. They go the blind through man. Short ball, knocked down by Chargers, 6 to go. Oh, yeah, into touch. Chargers... great defence there by Chargers, but unfortunately...
Martin went somewhere down blind alley so early in the tackle count.
Especially with the 0, they should just gone to ground and potentially played the long game.
Kept away from that touch line, as it is. Chargers get the ball back. Oh no, he's giving it to Hoist.
Oh, he's ruled the knock on, okay. Fair enough, probably the fairer decision. That's the first tackle, 10 metres out by Dan Williams.
Jordan Ford with the hit up.
Penalty.
Shoot, looking for the ball here.
Deciding against the 2, even though there was a call from the crowd.
Good run, Dave.
Great run. Well done to Chargers. Holt. Penalty.
Don't know what he's given that for.
Offside?
Hensleigh knocked back to the 10.
Yeah, offside. Wow. Referee's happy this time, maybe, and we restart.
Gone straight to Spur, looking for something in the back line.
Man's brought down by Patella, Duffy, and Johnny Rowe. That's tackle 2, right in front, 5 metres out.
Oh.
Dummy half run.
Brighton.
Oh, great defence by Chargers.
I thought he dropped it over the line then.
How did they keep him out? Tackle 3. Crowd's got excited. Vinny
Spur.
Oh. Tackle 4. Oh, straight through a gap.
Straight through Broomhall. First points to Hoists under the posts. Excellent.
24 minutes gone. Try to hoist there. It was building, wasn't it?
It was. Chargers had done very well to keep them out for as long as they did. But eventually pressure tells. And there we have first point of the game.
Exactly. With the conversion straight in front, I don't think Vince Spur misses many anyway, but I'm pretty sure he'll get this one.
He's very proud of his kicking percentage. And this one you'd hope would be going for the successful column.
So coming up to 25 minutes gone now in this first half. brought to you by Belushi's and Aussie Man and Van, main sponsors of Chargers and Hammersmith Hills Hoists. Shout out to them.
Successful kick by Vince Spur, 6-0 to Hammersmith Hills Hoist.
And the wind is probably double in strength, I would say. It's really gusting up now. Could be a tough kick-off for Chargers.
It's another thing that we'd want to go in at half-time. A few more points than we've got, really. I think that's what we would call in rugby union a 10, 20-point win.
Yeah, it's got to be, yeah. Especially with these kick-offs. It's going to be tricky not kicking it too far, potentially, if Hoist get a kick-off to get out on the full, because it is a really strong breeze. So only time will tell. High kick-off by Chargers.
Very high, hanging.
Yeah, gets bounces as well. Defence gets up and they meet him in 5 metres out from Hoist's line. They push him back, potentially. Well done by Hoist to help him out there. And they go the blind.
Vinny Spur. Run from dummy half. Don't see that every day. Brody Baker.
Whoa, one out stuff. Good tackle. Great run as well.
Broom Hall, very consistent player all season with that type of charging run to get us out of trouble. Ball's gone loose there.
Knock on by the referee. Chargers have a feed 30 metres out. With about 13 minutes left in this first half.
The touch judge has signalled something.
Yep. Touch is on. Sure what's happening here, but play on by the referee. Yeah. Oh, raked. He's ruling it as raked. Wow, that's a big decision.
It is a big decision, but it is something that I actually thought at the time.
Yeah, no, I missed it. So
I thought to myself, that ball's gone loose, and it's not. It didn't look like it had been thrown forward. You know what I mean?
I completely understand. Yeah, and a bit of a short kick. Oh no, he's made the halfway. So. Chargers got to quickly change mindset and get into defence.
Jared Warren.
Wow. Don't argue. Jimmy Morgan.
On to Brody Baker.
That's the second tackle. Briggs with the tackle there.
To Payne.
Oh,
good hands by Brody Baker, making
another offload
into Ryan Crichton.
Penalty to Hoist for, he doesn't want to tell us, holding on. Markers? Holding back, I'm not too sure. Maybe someone can text us.
Answers on a postcard. It's like Jared Warren's ball. Stop him if you can. Oh, offloads the forward. Brody Baker again.
Tackle 2, 5 metres out.
Spur.
Dummies.
Ooh. It's going to be tough to stop Jared from there.
Held up, or knock on, held up. I wish this referee would be a bit more explanatory in his...
No consideration for us up at the top of this gantry, eh, Cam?
No, not at all. Scrum. No, changed his mind again. So it's a knock on. He's ruled a knock on, I believe. And it's Chargers restart on the 20 metres. I don't think he really understood then what was going on.
I'm not sure how you can give a knock on in that situation. He's got 3-4 players hanging off him. He crashes over the line. Yet somehow he manages to drop the ball at the same time. Bizarre.
One of those, probably easier to rule that than controversially give a try or something. I'm not too sure. But Chargers, big run there by Joe Briggs, the Malta international. Played for Malta last year. Little chip in behind. Bounces, but well taken by Hoist.
Indeed. Well taken by Beveridge. Allen on the ball now. Offload.
To Mann.
And to Nathan Mann. He won't be offloading in that situation. He'll be settling it in the way that a good captain should. Payne with the run. Broom Hall.
Strong defence by Rowe. And Duffy there. Short ball from
Ford. Spur gets it back again. Spur, of course, playing on his former home turf. He had a season with the Scholars. Felt it wasn't for him and ended up coming back to his spiritual home. Vinny, one of the few English boys who play for the Hoists, though he wouldn't ever admit to it. I think he desperately wants to be an Australian, but an Australian living in London.
Yeah. And while we have gone on about Australians and Hammersmith Hills Hoists, they are a very open club. Anyone's welcome. It's not just Australians. They have lots of people from other countries as well. So
tremendous amount of other countries in Poland, Spain, Scotland. Obviously, my good self from the northwest of England.
Oh, wow.
Great hit. Fantastic. Broom Hall and Baker combining.
Shane Picker probably wishing he passed it. Johnny Rowe short ball to Todd Pute. Again on to Briggs. Good defence by Hoist. Rowe goes to blind. Todd Pute pass to Jimmy Morgan.
A lot of momentum. Did well to hold him up.
Penalty to Chargers. And he's called someone out, I think has he? No, just... I don't think he realises anyone else is watching this referee. We've stopped the clock with about 7 minutes to go in this first half. Very tight affair.
Very tight affair. I think that Chargers would probably be, no one's happy to go in behind. But at the same time, with this wind, Chargers would probably think that 6 points is certainly manageable.
Definitely, nerves are out of the system.
Mm-hmm.
Every game between these two clubs always seems to be a tight one. Looks like that way is going. That's happening again this time. I think there was a Hoist were in front by 1 point at the last league game of these two clubs. Chargers had a penalty kick to get in front, missed it from the dropout. Brady Stewart regathered and scored.
It wouldn't be the only game this season that we've lost in the last minute, unfortunately. Hopefully we can complete the set today, but as I say, it's been a thorn in the side of the Hammersmith Hills Hoist this year, late concedings.
Good run there by Chargers. Oh.
Good
Joe,
D, very good D.
Joe Briggs looks for an offload but decides against it. 5 metres out, tackle 2.
Good behind the back foot.
Into Duffy, who again Hoist pushing back. Johnny Rowe into Addy.
Guy. Good D again.
Great defence by Hoist.
I thought that was Vinny Spur then, but unfortunately he's a little bit further back out there defending the wide balls.
Awkward pass to Shane Picker, who does well to pick up. Gets tackled 5 metres out. Spins to Jamie Parks, little grubber.
Oh.
Knock on.
That's anyone's.
Chargers are claiming a try, and it looks like the referee's going to give it.
I think he probably is. He's there.
Well done.
Well,
Not too sure who got it out of those guys there, but well done, Chargers.
Certainly Nathan Mann asking for a bit of an explanation from the referee. I wouldn't mind one myself.
Yeah, it was a bit scrappy there. I don't know if it was a knock-on or a ball, but I guess Hoist had the chance to gather, and unfortunately they
It was a very decisive dive from the Chargers player in scoring the try. There was no question about the grounding or anything like that. And Hoist paid the penalty for a little bit of misorganisation.
Coming up to about 5 minutes left, I think, in this first half. The score now, Chargers 4, Hoist 6. Tough kick here for Johnny Rowe. About 15 metres out. He's taken in at about 12 metres. The wind has literally decided to drop and stop at the moment. Hopefully it stays that way for his kick, says I. Maybe Scouse disagrees.
We're doing a very good job of staying neutral.
Johnny Rowe, a Newcastle boy. Played for South Newcastle. Lots of fans back home, I believe. I think this is grand final number 6 for himself. Unfortunately, has never been on the winning side. So hoping that to change today. Goes straight over the black dot. And that equals it up 6-all with 5 minutes or so left in this first half. So the London South East Premier competition has been going, I think it's coming up to about 20 years. Definitely started in the late 90s, I think. Been very many different names, Southern Conference, London League, all these names. Lots of different clubs have played. There's been a rugby league presence in London, South London Storm, West London Sharks, Hammersmith, Hills Hoists, London Scholars. Good run too. And does well, I was going to say to stay in, but...
He's taking them all.
I think a bit of WWE just happened there, but... Caleb there, I think, on the wing, running in. Patello wants another go.
Fancies it again, his tail's up.
Ooh.
Oh, knock on by Rowe.
There. I thought Patello might have even knocked on himself, but definitely the second time. As I say, if you're a fan of rugby league and you live in London, get on Facebook, get on the websites. There's loads of clubs in and around London, and you'll definitely be able to find a team to play with, who I'm sure all clubs will take any ability or definitely follow. Hoist win the scrum, go the blind side. Get tackled about 33 metres out.
Nathan Mann with the
decisive run, but lifting.
That was a...
Don't think it was dangerous, but it was lifting, so warranted penalty, I believe, but we'll see. Me being neutral.
I don't think he... I think he managed the impact into the ground.
Yeah. Spurred finds touch, about 21 metres out. Coming into the final few minutes. Hoist will definitely want to convert here and get points.
Baker with the help. Broomhall.
Strong run. Good defence. Pushing back now by Chargers. Is that tackle 3, I believe?
Allen in the forward line.
Or maybe 3 now.
Spur long
Cut
ball
out
out.
ball. Great ball.
Great ball.
Referee, touch judge has stayed back. I think he's going to rule a forward pass here. Referee wants to give it. Touch judge doesn't. Now touch judge doesn't know what to do. Now they're awarding it. Are they? What? He wants to talk to the other one who stayed back as well.
I don't think he looks like he wants to get involved, to be honest with you.
I think he's supposed to go in the in goal if he thinks it's all right for a try, but that's my...
If he calls this as forward from there, I will be staggered.
I think it's a... yeah. I think it was a line ball anyway, to be honest, to be fair. It's a tough one if it goes against Hoist, in my neutral opinion. Obviously, I want it to be held as a forward pass, as a Charges. He's giving the try.
He's given the try. Great ball by Vinny Spur. Gathered very nicely by Beveridge and finished into the corner.
6 points to 10. It would be a tough conversion for Spur. One that I think he'll want to get going into half-time. He will want that 6-point lead.
You'd want to go in, as I say, with this win, you'd want to go in with some sort of advantage. As I said earlier, despite wanting to be a Australian, Spur is the pride of Stamford, Lincolnshire, where he was a accredited sportsman in a number of different disciplines: cricket, football, and doesn't like rugby union.
He's been around for a few years now for Hoist. As you say, he went to Scholars for a year to try his hand at that, but he has been around for a number of years.
Nathan Mann, Linton Allen, they all played in the Southern Premier Final in 2012. They all started that game.
Was that up at Hemel? Was it?
It was at Hemel.
Yeah.
It was at Hemel, yes. They're very, very strong scholars.
He's got that as well. Great.
Fantastic.
Great conversion. That percentage is staying intact.
Yeah, we overcame a very, very strong scholars side that day. They brought a lot of boys who had a kind of first grade experience in a much higher level. And credit to the boys, overcame that one.
Great club day for Hoist. After you're saying winning the entry league, or the championship as it's called now, final beforehand.
Indeed. I captained that side, actually, and scored twice.
No nudie run for you.
Yeah, that was exactly why I did it. Get myself out of that embarrassment. Once is enough.
Yeah. I'm not sure how long there's left, but it must be a couple of minutes at the most. Picker to restart, goes high again to that corner.
Well taken by Spur.
Evades the first tackler.
He's having a field day now.
Chargers too have a number of ex-Scholars players who've tried their hand for a number of years and have come down to Chargers this year.
Broomhall, good offload to Crichton.
Oh, was intercept or steal? I missed what happened there, but interception by Jimmy Morgan.
Got hold of the offload. Do those chaps who played for Scholars, did they used to play for you and go to Scholars?
No,
or did they just come
no, they've come back. So they've been Scholars boys. Potentially would have played in that team against you in 2012 if they were floating around. And then this year they've decided to come along. A few of them were there last year as well. Last year Chargers were up in the Conference League South. Great run by Tala Patello. Back to Rowe. O'Connor.
It's fifth and last now.
Must be the last minute. Picker. Kick through,
by,
man.
Gathered by Nathan Mann.
Lost the ball by Rowe. Play on, says the referee. 6 to go, 0 tackle. Picker dummies one way, goes the other.
Good try, saving tackle by Broomhall.
Definitely. Johnny Rowe goes right. Oh, Vince Mann, intercept.
Vince Spur with the interception. I think it was a
Vince
forward
Spur,
pass.
sorry. Yeah.
I think it was a forward pass as well.
May have been if he was that, or he was too.
Hoist need to settle this down now.
Yeah, it must be the final minute.
Go ahead.
This time he's ruling a penalty. He may have a word to say to some of the Chargers as well, but as I say, I think must be in the last minute or so of this game. Half, I should say.
We've stood up 40 minutes in this one.
Wow, great kick by Spur. I don't think the touchy's got any idea where it went out. But he says there, 46, 47 metres out from Chargers line.
Harrison with a hit up, straight run. Another English gentleman playing for the Hoists, man from Coventry. Baker with the hit up.
Loose ball to Spur, out to Mann.
Out to Mann, Callaway. Didn't back himself for the pace.
No. Referees decided forward pass, potentially.
No idea.
Again, it must have been, I think.
Chargers are trying to pack the scrum to stop the clock. Jamie Park to feed it. Bit of argy-bargy here in the scrum, I think. Bring back the biff.
Huh. It's been a totally clean game up until now.
What was that feed? Jimmy Morgan tackled. Dummy half run by Shane Picker. Tackle 2. Joe Briggs, another strong run. O'Connor, I think it is.
Chargers get across halfway.
Going back to blind. That may be O'Connor.
5th and last.
Or McKay. 5th and last kick.
Johnny
in.
Rowe.
Johnny Rowe.
May go dead.
Gone dead.
Yep.
20-metre restart. Referee looks at his watch. Still not time yet. Hoist restart. Penalty to Hoist. High it was. Attacking the head. Another great kick by Vince Spur.
That trusty boot got Hoist out of trouble on a number of occasions throughout the years. David Shute grinded it out yet again.
Good defence by Rowe. Jimmy Morgan.
Baker out to Spur, down to Martin. Bit of a cat fight.
Yeah,
hair flying everywhere.
Referee's called held. Good tackle by Tyler Patello after evading one.
Good quick play the ball.
Inside. Oh, great defence, Johnny Rowe. Try-saving tackle, you'd have to say there.
Certainly was.
Knock on, I think the referee's ruled here.
It didn't look very clean and tidy at all.
Yeah, knock on. Chargers get out of trouble again. Now, last tackle, so it's a changeover. Chargers will play the ball. 0 tackle. Liam Duffy with the hit up.
Good committed defence from Hoists.
Caleb with a scoop from dummy half. Strong defence. Addy. Johnny Rowe to Tala. Strong run.
Power game from Chargers.
To Shane Picker. Cuts out one. Joe Briggs. Great hands. Off the ground to Eric Sims. Eric Sims passes to...
He's in.
I think he's in. Wow. Change of fortunes there. Knock on by Hoist. 180 metre set by Chargers and a try. That brings it to 10 points to 12. Must be the end of the half with a conversion to come.
And the curse of the last minute strikes again for Hoists, I believe.
Some great individual run there. Good run there by Joe Briggs and a good offload. Prides himself as an 80-minute man. Looks like Johnny Rowe's not taking the kick. It's either Shane Picker or Jamie Park. I think it's Shane, actually. Yeah, Shane Picker. He's going to kick. Really tough, tight half of football.
Very tight.
A few errors by both sides. It's probably kept the other team in it, sort of thing. But
no, certainly. Hoist will be very disappointed to have lost that slender lead that they had. And now, as I say, Chargers with the wind in the second half.
Although the wind has dried down considerably, I think, at the moment. There is still a wind, but it has died down. We'll see if that gets back up in the second half. He's taking his time. Crowd's not happy. Referee, touch judges say yes. Referee boards half-time. It's 12 points all.
Honours even.
Wow. So scratch that first half, start again.
Nervous 40 minutes to go.
Yeah, wow. So I hope you're enjoying this Bar TV sports coverage of the London and South East Men's Premier Grand Final. Brought to you by Belushi's, Hammersmith's main sponsor, and Aussie Man in a Van, Chargers' main sponsor. Earlier today we had the London and South East Championship final between Brixton Bulls and South London Silverbacks. Brixton Bulls got the points in that one, running away in the end, but it was a tight first half, tight 60 minutes really, and then Bulls got about 3 or 4 tries in the end. As I say, hopefully this is the first of many Bar TV sports games to be shown from London Rugby League and the Southern Rugby League in general. Hopefully next year we can team up again and get some more games for our fans, not only in London and the UK, but at home in Australia, which is probably pushing 1 o'clock, I think it is.
1 o'clock in the morning, so be some sports bars, no doubt on the edge of their seats, watching the festival of rugby that's been served up by Bar TV Sports.
Yeah, exactly. There's talk next year of a higher division that hopefully both these clubs will be a part of, potentially be a part of, which will involve some of the top London clubs, some of the East Division clubs and the Midlands Division clubs, and that will be called Conference League South East Division. Those, hopefully if we get that off the ground, maybe that's something that Bar TV Sports will be interested in showing a game of the week each week. If that's something that you want to watch and be interested in, comment. I don't know, I've got no idea. But we'll have a break here, I think, in a second, and we'll be back in the second half. It's 12 all here at the London and South East Men's Premier Grand Final. Be back shortly. And after a short half-time, we're back here at London Scholars in Wood Green in North London for the London and South East Men's Premier Grand Final between London Chargers in the maroon and Hammersmith Hills Hoist in the green. It's currently 12-all. Vince Spur kicks off. And Patella takes the hit up and makes it over the 20-metre line. Hope you're enjoying the coverage here. As the wind gusts up again. Toddy with a great run there. Shout out to his mum and dad, who I know they're his #1 fans, will be watching. Always are on the social media during our games, and thankfully they get to watch this one live. Johnny Rowe with a great kick in behind, finds touch. About 10 metres out from the Hoist line. Good first set by Chargers. Wind picking up to keep the pressure. They'll be looking for a good defensive set here to keep pressure on the Hoist. Hoist win the scrum. Solid defence by Chargers, pushing him back. Hammersmith help him out. Great run. Exactly what Hammersmith needed to get it out to the 20-metre line. Another strong run by Warren. Briggs in there with the tackle. Hoist spin it to the right. Man now with a strong run on the edge. Move. Chargers regather. Oh, big, strong tackle by Hoist there. The Chargers get to bring it out to the 10. It's 12-all here. Chargers getting that try just literally before half-time to even things up, and a great conversion by Picker. Joe Briggs with the run. Johnny Rowe runs to the line, gets tackled. Hands from Chargers into Jimmy Morgan. Pushes off 1 and 2, 3. He gets brought down about 45 metres out from the Hoist line. You're wondering why I'm solo. Scouse has gone to get us a drink from the bar. Make sure you drink responsibly. Chip in over the top by Picker, who regathers, flicks it out, unfortunately to a Hammersmith hands. Well, unfortunately for me, maybe not for the Hammersmith fans. And Briggs brings in Hoist down for tackle 1 on their 20. Good run here. Flick out the back. Play on, says the referee. And that's 2 tackles now for Hoist. 25 metres out. Again, good defence from Chargers, but a good leg-pumping drive from Hoist. Warren with another good run. Driving those legs. He's got him hanging off him. Referee calls held. Hoist run it. They go wide. Knocked down by Chargers. I think it's going to be a knock-on here. Yeah, knock-on from Chargers there. Potentially a try-saving knock-on. Who knows? Seems a bit low energy here in this second half. It's a bit stop-start, and a bit slow. Both teams struggling to get back into it. Spur with the inside ball to Red Allen. I see a man running up the stairs with some drinks. I'm happy. Cheers, mate. Still 12-12. Right in front, 20 metres out. Great run there. He's broken tackle. He's in.
Scored. Just in time for my return. Fantastic.
Crichton, was it?
It was Byron Crichton, the hooker.
About 5 minutes into this second half. I was just saying how it was a bit slow and a bit stop-start, but Hammersmith will be happy with that. Chargers very disappointed, I think.
Apologies for not being here when the half kicked off. I'm not a Trappist monk, but I think I probably could have brewed beer faster than it takes them to serve it in the Scholars Bar. Very busy today, that said. A lot of support down for the boys. I also noticed at half-time the referee had copped a certain amount of flack on social media from some of the Hoist followers.
Wow.
Although the big decision that they called was they said that the second try for Hoist was certainly forward, and that's from Hoist.
Wow. Thank you, Hoist. But will that make a decision? Time will tell.
Ancient history now.
Exactly right. So
shout out to the old players who are watching. Hayden Turner's tuned in, Mitchell Groth. And also special shout out to Jesse in Melbourne, who's watching this at 1 o'clock in the morning, which is beyond the call of duty.
Give us a shout out for some of the Chargers boys as well. Chargers clubman Paul Handley moved to Thailand. Watching some of the old boys in Sydney, gathered watching it as well. I think Blake Stewart, Indonesia somewhere. Dion over in Portugal. Great kickoff by the Chargers.
Jared Warren on the help.
Wow. Huge run there by Warren.
One of the truly great sights of London Rugby League. Watching that coal train come at you. Not so
unfortunately, no.
Straight away.
I'm pretty sure the ball wasn't supposed to go to him and he's tried to pass it straight through him. Chargers are regathered on the counter-attack now. Zero tackle, Jimmy Morgan. That's the first there. Into Picker. Picker, Park, cut out ball. Knock on by Hoist, I would say. Referee doesn't know. Chargers feed by the look of it.
Right decision.
Yeah, Chargers feed. Chargers really want to convert this, I think. Going down with that first try. They're in a great position now. 20 in, 10 out. The wind's picking up.
It seems the scoreboard man has gone on strike.
Yeah.
Not updated the...
Tala. Tackled 5 minutes out. Good defence. Toddy Poop from dummy half. Tackled 1 metre out. Tackle 2, Johnny Rowe. To Park. To Picker. Short ball to Briggs. Oh, Briggs, great tackle. Briggs 1 metre short. Quick play the ball. Picker. Out to Jimmy Morgan.
Great defence. Fantastic defence by the
Knock on,
Hammersmith
I think, for a Hoist, but play on, says the referee. Eric Sims.
Is that back to 1?
Yes, back to 1. He did rule the knock on, so it's back to 1. Liam Duffy, I believe, there.
All of a sudden, an injection of...
Yeah, the crowd's got excited. Everyone's got excited. Addy with a big run. Todd. Oh, just short again. Picker, dummies. Goes himself. Held up, says the referee.
Good defence.
Great defence.
Great defence. Jared Warren again.
Tackle 3 or 4, I'm not quite sure. 5th, says the referee. Little kick in by Johnny Rowe. Well gathered by Hoist. Great tackle, although I think off in that. About 9 minutes gone in this second half. Sorry, seems to be a lot happening.
There's a lot more up-tempo action.
Everyone seems to be okay. So restarting.
Big hit on Red Allen there.
Jimmy Morgan and Joe Briggs.
Shoot with the hard yards. Very good run. Dave Shute's been a revelation in the last 2 games, if I'm honest with you, Cam. He's a guy who's been around for the club for a long time, known for his off-the-field antics as much as he's on. But
Penalty to Hoist. Sorry to interrupt you there, Scouse.
Not at all, but last week and this week again, he's been stupendous. Absolutely fantastic.
Spur plays it safe with this wind. Gets about 10 or 12 metres. Just inside the Chargers' half.
Dave Shute again.
Good run.
From Man, the drop off.
Gets rid of one.
One tackle. It's been a good set by Hoist.
It has. Seems to be a set play there. Stripped, I think.
I think it had to be.
Yeah. Was there two?
There was certainly 2. It did look a little bit like a loose carry, but at the same time, there was 2 in the tackle. The ref blows up for a penalty.
Easier decision, I think. Spurs picks up another 5 or 6 metres.
Man with the hit up. Out to Martin, trying to pick his way through. Got
leg drive.
Such a small guy.
Oh, potentially forward, but ref says no. Tackle 3, I think. Oh,
Crichton, base of the post, all it needs. I think he's
held up. No, he's a bit short. Still in the field of play. Oh,
Vincent Spur through the middle.
What?
Oh my lord!
Penalty to Chargers.
He must have given it for obstruction.
Obstruction's the only thing it can possibly be. It did seem to open up for him there, so I don't know. I sort of missed that myself. I don't know what happened there, but it was like Moses parting the Red Sea.
That's what I was about to say myself.
Lucky break there, I think, for Chargers. Going down 2 tries this early in the second half would have been hard to come back, but if anyone can do it, Chargers will. Has that gone out? Only just. By 10 metres, only just.
Hit the running track.
Johnny Rose tried to take the tap about 10 metres away from where he should. Joe Briggs with the hit up. Good defence.
First half, Cam, you were talking about lads who came down from Chargers. Is Briggs one of those guys? I'm sure I've seen him before.
From Scholars, you mean? Yeah, no, Briggsy's been with Chargers since day one. He's played in all 5 seasons for Chargers, all 4 previous grand finals to this, and yeah, real stalwart of the club, captain of the club, and yeah, he just, great run there by Park.
This is a try.
Onto Tala, he brings it round under the poke, takes it about, it doesn't really help his converters much, does he? But will take the 4 points. Brings it up to 16 points to 18. About 14, 15 minutes gone in this second half. And that changes things, doesn't it?
Indeed it does. Made by the break, left.
By Jamie Park, I think it was.
Indeed. Left the fullback in an impossible position. Well finished off by Chargers.
Important decision, that penalty now. Going, a 12-point, 10 or 12-point turnaround.
There wasn't a great amount of dissent from the Hoists.
No, exactly right, yeah.
That must have been something that we missed, which was one of the few things.
Maybe gets back for that one earlier in the first half. Joe Briggs, he just randomly turned up at training one night on the first night of Chargers training, and has been a really key part of our club, to be honest. He's been there since as I say, since day one. Works at Wimbledon, prepares the grass, gets all the boys, sorts all the boys. So shout out to Briggsy. One of our players from last year, Phil Lyon, is now playing for Scholars.
Aye.
So he went up to Scholars. So played for us in the Challenge Cup at the start of the year and then got noticed.
How did that Challenge Cup run go?
Well, we got the second highest points ever in a Challenge Cup game, over 100 points to nil, I think it was, in the against Bridgend. So we won the first round, got into the second round. Unfortunately, went down to a Heartlands team, but West Warriors, they made the third round. So shout out to West Warriors, making the third round, representing London.
Fantastic achievement.
So we're still undecided what's going to happen with the Challenge Cup next year, who's going to get the spot. Maybe it'll come down to the winner of this game. Previously it was the winner of the Harry Jepson final, who the winner of this went to compete in. Great kick by Todd there. His mum will be happy in Queensland, Australia, to make it, even up the score 18 all. Yeah, no, that's a massive kick, that one. Yeah, so we don't know what's going to happen with the Challenge Cup, but potentially the winner of this game may be in consideration to be in the first round of the Challenge Cup next year. So look out for that.
Great experience for anybody who gets the opportunity to play in the best cup competition in sport.
Exactly right. I think every Australian that comes over knows about the Challenge Cup. It's as a boy I used to sit up at 3 o'clock in the morning and watch it with my dad. When I was a little boy, even Wigan and St Helens and etc. It's a great thing, and to have the chance to be a part of it, it's a great opportunity for these players.
Of course, the final next week at Wembley.
Tickets still available somewhere.
Good run from dummy
Great
half.
run from dummy half. Picker with a
big
high torpedo bomb. Will it stay in? Unfortunately, gets the end of the ball. Oh, it sits up. Bounces back, takes out boy. Dead.
It's a big decision. Big decision.
Touchy saying dead in goal. Referee saying 20 tap. Good to see he's taking into consideration of his touch judges.
I don't know that that's the right decision, if I'm honest. From where I stood, it looked like Alan took that out.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
Fantastic bounce. You could do that a million times and it wouldn't happen the way that it did again.
This referee seems to be making his own decisions and ignoring the touch judges, but that is his opportunity to do that.
The man in the middle.
So all even again here, 18 points all. Just over a quarter of an hour gone in the second half. 25 minutes roughly to go. It's all to play for.
I think this is going to go down to the wire, just like the last two games this season.
Exactly. Shane Picker there, I think, a bit too high. Good kick by Vince.
Jared Warren on the charge.
Becoming his signature move.
Out to Jordan Ford.
Knock on, says the referee. Wow. Big decision, I think.
Very big decision.
Hoist would have wanted to capitalise there. The game, we're just finding another lull again in the game, I think. It just comes in spurts from where I'm sitting.
Comes in dribs and drabs when it does.
It is exciting.
It's been an exciting game thus far. I'd say very close. Nothing between them on the scoreboard.
I think it might come down to one or two players' individual piece of brilliance that might get them over the line. Good run by Tuller. To Caleb.
Good defence.
Great defence. Pushed him, wow, 10 metres back.
The referee's not blowing his whistle.
Chargers appealing for held, but they're not having any of that. Liam Duffy from double half.
Good tackle.
Great tackle. On Toddy there. Dave O'Connor, I think that is. Picker. Eric Sims regathers. He's got support everywhere.
There's a lot of them.
Picker gets tackled. Great tackle there from...
That's great defence.
Whoa, a bit of push and shove.
Slightly angry. Just the guy with the red hair to kick it off.
Some crowd participation into the referee's decision there. But
apologies for those listening at home.
I'm not sure what happened there in the end. It was pulled back for some reason. Was it a forward pass or what? Or was it just the tackle and then there was a bit of push and shove? So last tackle, handover, nothing said to anyone. Play on.
I think a couple of the Hoist boys got rather over-exuberant at what was a good defensive cover.
Exactly.
And some of the Chargers took slight offence to the exuberance.
Yeah.
David Shute settling things down onto Jared Warren. The natural disasters of rugby league. Remember those two guys, Typhoon and Earthquake? You're not a WWE man?
No, not a...
Oh, great run by Sam Broomhall. Fantastic, throwing the ball away.
Referee says
the referee's
penalty.
Giving a penalty anyway. It's all
offside.
Happening.
Just cracked over 20 minutes gone in his second half. 20 minutes to go. Scores 18 apiece.
It's a real arm wrestle of a game.
Definitely an arm wrestle. Crowd's getting involved now as well. Hoist with a great opportunity here.
Jared Warren on the charge, I feel. Oh.
Referee says no.
False start.
Strong defence from Chargers. Knocked on again. Wow.
Jordan Ford again. Normally Mr. Reliable. But he's certainly upset with that. I don't think he...
Yeah.
The first one he
seemed to have copped it, but I think that one he was...
That one he's very, very upset about.
I think Chargers let off again there.
Seems to be opening up a little bit more in the backfield.
It does, yeah.
Certainly for Chargers. Hoist will be disappointed.
Jimmy Morgan there. Good defence. The wind's picking up again. Little chip in by Johnny Rowe. Gets the right favourable bounce into the dead ball. Red's having to pick it up.
That out.
Strong defence from Chargers. He gets tackled 2 metres out.
Here come the reinforcements. Oh, great run by David Shute.
Great run.
Brody Baker.
Nathan Mann looks for the offload, decides against it. Oh, offload, knock on, says the referee. Not sure about that one, but...
It was a very late decision to try and offload the ball, and one where perhaps you'd have expected him to take the...
Exactly, yeah. Centre field, 55 metres out, fourth tackle, nice kick, solid defence, maybe in the right choice. So I hope you're enjoying Bar TV Sports coverage of the London and South East Men's Premier Grand Final. Brought to you today by Belushi's, Hoist sponsor, and Aussie Man in a Van, Chargers sponsor, in association with London Scholars here in North London. Chargers win the feed. Big run by Tuller. Currently 18 points all, with about 15 or so minutes to go in this second half. All to play for, as they say. Oh, great hands from Eric Sims there.
He almost moonwalked.
Liam Duffy got shot on.
Great hit by Brodie Baker. Chargers seems to be doing...
Jimmy Morgan.
Big trap. Great pass.
Great pass. Great hands as well. Fifth and last. Picker. Awkward bounce. Nathan Mann.
Gathered well by Nathan Mann.
Dangerous in a broken play, but brought down by Chargers.
Linton Allen with the scoop from dummy half.
The wind's getting up now. Back to how it was in that first half, I think.
Very, very difficult to play into.
Dummy, good hit from Liam Duffy. No, Dan Williams, sorry. Sorry, Dan. Seems he's got the tape around the chin.
Then he's with a hook kick back through the...
Safe hands from Eric. There was appeal for a late tackle on Vince, but I think the referee waved it away. Doug Crichton there with the scoot. Liam Duffy back to roll at dummy half. Into Todd. Good defence from Hoist. Kick from Park. He's found touch. Settled it. Be about 18, 19 metres out. Just a little less than 15 minutes to go, I think.
You'd expect the urgency to start ramping up.
Exactly, yeah.
Sort of half starts to draw into its twilight.
Hoist break from one. Red Allen from dummy half. Cries from offside from the crowd. Maybe they've been doing it all day.
Good run from Martin.
Great. And offload.
Nathan Mann.
Fifth and last now. Just over 30 out. Spur with the kick. Holds up in the wind. Doug Crichton with the great hands. Well done from both sides. Jimmy Morgan with the scoot. Dummies one. Breaks two.
Breaks the tackle, excellent.
Jimmy's one of the ex-Scholars boys, I believe.
He was injured in the last passage of play. Up rather gingerly, but seems to have ran that off now. And
I think it might have been his shoelace. Joe Briggs with a strong run. From Blackpool originally. Via Malta. Picker with a midfield bomb. Safe hands from Red.
handball.
Appreciation from the crowd.
A definite fan favourite. His first season with the Hoist was that 2012 season, which ended so successfully. He's been here ever since, really settled into his role as one of the executive committee. Warren, and he's going again.
Great run, tackle there, and run as well. I think it was Kayla with the tackle. Vince Spur.
Out to Martin, breaks one.
Missed tackle from Briggs.
Quick play the ball required here.
They hold him down. It's the fifth and last. Picker and Dudley. No, Duffy and Dudley. Crossfield kick. Taken well. Referee says play on. Great hands from Hoist. Knock on potentially. 6 again, says the referee.
That's another miss.
I think that's
this is on. This is on. Fantastic.
Lost it.
I don't think he knocked that on.
He dropped it forward, like raked it forward.
Dropped it forward and it came off the boot. But at the same time, confusion reigned supreme. Not for the first time in this
Potentially
game.
a knock on earlier on.
There was,
play on ruled by the referee.
Cameron, we're not here to take sides and be partisan. There was definitely a knock on in that back passage of play.
Thanks,
100%. And again, charges can feel very aggrieved if this is given. Again, we're having the customary conflab between
with the
touch
same
judge.
referee and touch judge as well.
I think he's given up on the other guy.
Yeah. And he's gonna, it's not a try, I don't think. The way he's coming out. No try.
No try. What is he going to give?
Scrum to charges, has to be, doesn't it? No, a knock on in goal. Scrum.
Scrum Hoist.
What? The original knock on, maybe?
Baffling. Baffling. He must be talking about several plays back.
Wow. Well, play on. I know there's a play on advantage, but I don't know how long the advantage lasts these days. But wow, they've brought that back quite a way. Anyway, Hoist in a good position here. Approaching 10 minutes to go. Under 10 minutes to go, even.
Goes wide again.
Great tackle, Timmy Dudley. I think it was one he had to make. Real arm wrestle stuff here. 10 metres out, tackle 2.
Brody Baker with the charge.
Great run. Oh. So back to Red, offload from Warren back to Red.
He's not going down a blind alley.
I think we're up to tackle 4. Dummy half, no, not from dummy half.
Very disappointing from the defence of charges.
Yeah, you never want it to happen like that, but there, Hoists have gone in over dummy, fired dummy half.
Was that Byron Crichton?
I think it was.
Certainly in the hooker position, but at that stage it was all hands to the pumps.
That takes it to 18-22. 18 points to 22 points. Hoist favour.
Once again, Hoist nudged the nose in front.
With a bit of luck, maybe you'd say.
Well, more than just a bit,
More than just a bit.
In that passage of play. The referee has certainly left his mark.
I wonder if he'll be reviewed by the referee commission.
All grand final refs should be. These are the games where dreams come true and others left shattered.
So based on my clock, I think we've got about 7 minutes left in this second half. Hoist currently up 22 points to 18. Vince Spur looking for 4 from 4. You'd have to back him in here.
I would think so. This is one of the kicks that he would choose to get. I was told at half-time by my partner, who's sat at home, that I should stop talking about Vince so much. It sounds like I want to have an affair with him, which I can assure everybody involved that I do not.
He's got it.
Perfect from the boot today, as I think he did. In fact, both sides as well. More than one kicker for charges. And
yeah, 3 I think we've had. So yeah, so it's just been, it's that seesaw, isn't it? 6-0, 6 all, 12-6, 12 all, 18-12, 18 all, now 24-18. It's just tit for tat. Great.
My worry was that if Chargers had got their noses in front, that's where they'd end up staying. But at the moment, still advantage Hoists.
High kickoff. Safe hands from Hoist.
Brody Baker.
Bit of niggle there. The referee says play on.
Room Hall again with that leg pump. It's come to be expected from him. Crichton again. Offloads to Allen.
Great tackle by Sims.
Could have put a man away there. Chose to hold on to the ball.
Hoist seems to be a bit on top at the moment. Back to Vince. He's gone for the drop down. Charge down by Addy. Great effort. I think he would have had that too, maybe. And backs it up with a tackle.
Back to 1.
0. So that's the first. Inside the last 5 minutes based on my clock.
Jared Warren. He's like a magnet, sucking in those players. It takes a bit to get him down. Again, you'd want to quick play the ball, but not to be. Room Hall. Some invention perhaps now.
5th and last.
Looking for the
He's
drop
gone
goal
for the
again.
drop roll again. This time
And
he's
this
got
time
it.
he's got it. That's a two-score game. Good game management by the Hoists, perhaps, although you may think a little early.
Well, 3.5 minutes left on my clock, but you know, I was a couple of minutes out on at half time, so who knows? Only that many in the middle.
Possibly asked the referee for an indication, and was told that this is game on the line time.
Great display from both clubs here. Great ambassadors for London Rugby League. Display of rugby league, how good the standard is here in London. People in England that aren't in that Heartlands M62 corridor don't understand what quality of rugby league is in London, and it's a great display from both clubs here today. Chargers are trying to get some good defensive hits in, but what's happened there? Timmy Dudley seems to have taken a knock to the face.
That was a good run by Shute. A lot of men
Hanging off him, and I think there was perhaps a clash of heads, maybe.
He's still down. Hopefully he's okay. So just a recap, it's 25 points to Hoist, Chargers with 18. Final 5 minutes at the most of the game. Brought to you today on Bar TV Sports from Belushi's and Aussie Man in a Van, the sponsors of Chargers and Hoist. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. It's been a great display from both clubs. Timmy Dudley's been carried from the field. Hopefully he's okay.
nobody likes to see.
Checking off like that.
I think the referee just may have indicated 2 minutes left, which doesn't bode well for Chargers.
Hoists with the pill as well. shoot again.
It's the fifth and last. Kicked it. Oh. Not played at. I would assume it's Chargers feed. Yes.
Well, Cameron, game on the line now.
Game on the line. You think? Got to think Chargers have got to score here.
Chargers have to score in this
This set has to happen. Referee, stop the clock. Maybe a minute and a half to go. Briggs. No. Great run by Briggs. Urgency here from Chargers. Oh, great dummy, unfortunately. And good defence from Man.
Man snags him.
Addy from dummy half.
Man again.
Aussie square. That's a picker.
Fifth and last.
Rowe with the chip across. It goes dead. Time running out now for Chargers.
Yeah, this settled set. Make sure it gets completed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we see some scoots here.
Yeah. And you would hope that the 5-year wait for silverware comes to an end.
Well, I don't hope, but we'll see.
Neutrality.
Yeah, neutrality.
Ebbing away in the final minutes of this game.
How many tries they shouldn't have had?
No.
And we'll do that later. We'll do that later.
We're not having any more Facebook wars like the last time. Slow play the ball as you perhaps expect.
Exactly. One out stuff from Hoist.
Nothing to force. I think one thing that we can certainly say is going to happen tomorrow is that in Lily Park, Linton Red Allen will be declothing and running since he's not got over the line today. This being the final game of the stuff.
Well, I thought he was going to blow his whistle then.
No, scrum, Chargers ball.
Must be at least 20 or so seconds if he's done that. Pack in, boys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it today. I'm not going to give up yet, but I hope you stopped the watch. I'm at 41 minutes. Back on, time back on from the referee. Tuller with a run. Dan Williams. Good defence from Hoist.
Very committed right the way through to the final minute. Referee hand to his mouth, but still no whistle. Oh, and he's made a break.
I think that's Caleb. Oh, he's gone down knees from... Quick play the ball, play on. Picker, Chargers not sure what to do.
Going wide.
Jimmy Morgan.
It's all slowed down.
What's happened? Okay. That was weird.
I really thought he broke through that line.
Yeah.
I really thought he was
Fifth
gone.
and last from Chargers.
Fifth and last. It's still quite a way out. There's a kick.
From Jimmy Morgan. He's chasing his own kick. Drop out. Referee's looking. No.
Third time with the dropout. How long, referee?
Yeah.
How long? Into this wind as well.
Do they go the short? You've got to go long, don't you?
You have to.
You can't go the short.
But the reality is how long are you going to get it?
Yeah.
With this wind.
You can't see Chargers scoring twice from here. As much as I want them to. It's been a great 5 years from Chargers. 3 grand finals in London, Premier in a row, going up to Conference League South, winning that, winning the Harry Jepson 3 years in a row, appearing in Challenge Cup 4 years in a row. Got to get them in, because it looks like the time's coming to an end.
Well, in that time, the Hammersmith Hills Hoist field has been something quite fallow, and yet now It's harvest time.
It is.
He's gone.
He's gone high.
Gone and high. Doesn't even get out of the half.
Good hands. Jimmy Morgan now to Picker, I think. No, it's not. It's Duffy maybe. Jimmy Morgan again. Jimmy's got some. He's touched the ball 7 times in the last 10 plays. Tala Patello. We've got the time completely wrong here.
I think the referee's a law unto himself.
Joe Briggs. Great defence from Hoist there. They go blind.
On the short side.
Fifth and last. Into Johnny Rowe. He's tackled with
tackled, he's crunched.
Full time, I think.
And that might...
No, he's awarded the player change. Wow.
The guy's obviously having so much fun, he doesn't want it to end.
I think it's because he knows he's live on Bar TV Sports.
He certainly might end up as Chargers choice for player's player.
There it is.
Full-time Hammersmith Hills Hoist win. The wait is over. Silverware and Belushi's in Hammersmith will be lively tonight.
Congratulations, Hammersmith. Long time coming, but I think they wanted it more in this game, to be honest, if I'm neutral. Good to say, but...
Commiserations to Chargers. They put up a valiant effort. It took a long time to finally get proper daylight between the two sides, and even then it was by the most narrow of margins.
It's, you know, through a few 50-50s, but you've got to play to the whistle and you've got to play what's on the scoreboard. And congratulations, Hammersmith.
And credit to everybody who's come down. Credit to...
Yeah, there's a good crowd here as well, which is great. Hopefully, I think it was Perth Leagues Club, not Perth, Penrith Leagues Club, or somewhere in Sydney there was a Leagues Club, a group of Hammersmith boys. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Thanks to Bar TV Sports, Belushi's. Looks like it will be lively tonight, I think. The Merchant as well, there'll be some celebration, well, commiserations there. We will definitely have a drink, win or lose. We have a beer together. That's what rugby league is about, you know what I mean? So
absolutely right. A fantastic advertisement for the sport. It shows to show that there is life outside the M62 corridor. London Rugby League is alive and well. And good luck for next season. Cheers,
Scouse. And if you're watching this on the stream, comment, let everyone know that this is what you want to watch. I'm sure Bar TV Sports will be interested in showing more of these games. So let us know, comment, get it out there, share it with your friends, show that this great spectacle of London Rugby League. Cheers, guys.
See you soon.